Have you ever gazed up at the night sky and wondered about your place in the universe? Philosophy can help us understand the meaning of life in many ways. By exploring the ideas of one of the history's greatest philosophers, we can learn about the first cause and the potential within all things, inspiring us to reflect on our own lives. Today's video will not only enlighten you, but also challenge you to consider your untapped possibilities. One of the first concerns of philosophy has always been to explain the origin of everything. The philosophers of nature were the first to seek rational answers beyond myth, which was the prevailing way to explain the world before philosophy. Today, we are going to explore Aristotle's answer to this question. Along with Plato, Aristotle is considered the father of Western philosophy. He wrote extensively on a variety of topics across more than 100 works that we know of, including physics, biology, ethics, poetics, politics, education, metaphysics, and more. For Aristotle, there must be a first cause, which initiated the first movement and gave rise to the world. But to understand this first cause, we need to delve into his metaphysics. The name of Aristotle's metaphysical work wasn't given by him, but by one of his disciples, Andronicus of Rhodes, who was one of the last disciples of the Lyceum, who organized and catalogued Aristotle's first philosophy. Metaphysics originated from the Greek words meta, meaning after or beyond, and physis, meaning nature or physics. Literally, it means after the things of nature or beyond physics. It's a branch of philosophy that seeks to understand the essence of things.
There is a science that considers being as being and the competencies that belong to it as such. It is not identified with any of the particular sciences. In fact, none of the other sciences universally considers being as being, but by delimiting a part of it, each studies the characteristics of that part.
So, if metaphysics is the science that aims to study the whole, how could it point to a first cause? Because it deals with the whole and its parts, the before and the after.
It is evident, therefore, that to the same science belongs the study of being qua being and of the properties that refer to it, and that the same science must study not only substances but also their properties, the opposites of which we have spoken, and also the preceding and posterior, the genus and the species, the whole and the part, and the other notions of this kind.
Aristotle's theory of the four causes is central to understanding this. The principle of causality states that for every effect or everything that happens in the world, there is a cause. In the Aristotelian Metaphysics, there are four fundamental causes that explain the origin of everything we know in the world. Material cause, it concerns the matter of which something is made. For example, the fabric of the clothes that you are wearing right now. Formal cause, this refers to the form or the design of something, the design or idea behind your clothing. Efficient cause, the origin of an object, like the seamstress who created your clothing. Final cause, the purpose of reason for an object's existence, such as the clothing's purpose of dressing. These causes together explain the existence and change of objects in the world. According to the principle of causality, everything that happens has a beginning. If we believe that everything in the world has a previous cause, there must be an initial cause where there are no previous causes. Otherwise, we would fall into an infinite loop. This initial movement, which causes movement but is not moved by anything else, is the first unmoved mover. It is a necessary being that exists outside the chain of cause and effect. Aristotle also introduced the notions of substance, form, matter, act, and potency. Aristotle recognized the existence of forms that are immutable and matter that is changeable. Movement, he said, is the transformation of potentiality into actuality. Now, if change depends on movement, and movement is caused, who started the first movement on earth? Aristotle's notion of the first unmoved mover is the uncaused cause. This concept is explored in the book 12 of his Metaphysics. In the Middle Ages, St. Thomas Aquinas revisited Aristotle's concept, integrating it into the Judeo-Christian worldview. For Aquinas, God, the first mover, was the first cause of all causes, the origin of everything, which had no origin itself. More importantly, let's reflect on the concept that all things possess potentialities beyond their current state of being. However, for change to occur, movement is necessary. How many of our potentialities are still waiting for us to take action?